Welcome to episode 3 of season 2 of the Youth Academy here on FIFA 21. Thank you very much for your continued support in season 2. You guys are loving the strike partnership of Tudor and Salem, and I am too, to be completely honest. They are keeping us challenging at the top end of the table for promotion. You can see that Tudor is currently the league's top goal scorer and Salem is joint second. So certainly relying on those two at present, and if one of them gets injured, we might have to think about how we line up and what we do with regards to our starting 11. But so far, so good. Thank you very much for continually hitting the thumbs up button and leaving your feedback in the comment section as well. It's been fantastic to continue to break 1,000 likes on every single video, and your continued feedback is certainly helping push the content to new people as well. So the channel's doing well, the series is doing well, I'm a happy boy, and I owe it to you. So thank you very much for that. In your continued feedback, you guys have been very vocal about the transfer policy in this save. Now, in most other saves, we've always kind of gone with the realistic style of if a big club comes in for a player whilst we're in a smaller team, then we should probably sell them on. But there is a rather large consensus that for this unique style save, where we're trying to create individual stories with individual players from bottom to top, throw that transfer policy out the window. So players like Bull and Salem, and Tudor now, and Pumphrey. Basically, I'm not going to look to actively sell anyone unless I feel that I can adequately replace them with someone that's nearly as good and has potential to be better or better. So, thank you for your feedback on that. Actually having a genuine 100% massive impact on the way that we take this save moving forward. Also, I think you guys are right. I think Damian Tudor is Mario Mandzukic's regen. Striker and left wing as his positions, obviously being Croatian as well. Pretty sure that he's Mario Mandzukic's regen. So great shout for that. The young Italian goalkeeper that we looked at in pre-season, you guys thought potentially might be a Gianluigi Buffon regen, and I didn't actually check for that before. No, he's not. Buffon continues on in the save at 43 years of age, so currently there is no Buffon regen, but certainly I think that is Mandzukic's regen there with Tudor, and hopefully he can lead us on to bigger and better things. Unfortunately, you saw there that Aloe was away on international duty, so we've had to draft in McMullen to come into the central area, but that is not a problem. Gardner onto the bench. Sure, why not? Let's do that. Actually, no, Gormley's outfield and fitter. I'm not going to need a sub-goalkeeper, let's be honest. Right then, Salford away first. It's the class of 92 again. We won last time. Let's win again. Up we go. Win that, please. Nice tackle by Mulholland. It's a good start. Ball will look for Tudor down the line. Can he get to that? He can. He's nipped ahead of the defender. Oh, Damian. Do it for me. Oh, it's a good save, and I'm not quite going to have the angle to turn that home with Salem, but through here is Pope. Pope! He'll score instead! A dream start away from home against Salford City. Not had to travel too far from Barrow to Manchester, and that is a good finish into the top corner. I think that's the first time I've scored with Pope as well, which is brilliant. It may be his first goal. It is! Connor Pope on the score sheet for the very first time for Barrow. Let's go. 1-0. McMullen into ball. Across to Damian. And there's the run from Salem. You guys are just as in love with Salem and Tudor as a partnership as I am. And that is exactly why. Barrow 2, Salford 0 in the 11th minute just. And we have ourselves a significant advantage already. Salford were 14th in the table, so not having the best of seasons so far. And this side are hopefully going to basically wipe the floor with almost anyone in this division this season. Promotions should come relatively straightforwardly, and then from there we can kind of concentrate perhaps a little bit more on some cup competition this year and simulate a few more league games, knowing that the players in question, the players that are playing, even those potentially in Rotato, could quite comfortably deal with the threats posed to them. Oh, by players in this division, we are walking all over Salford City. 3-0 in the 16th minute. Lovely cross, brilliant header. Get in the bin, Salford City. Goodbye. Overlapping run. Pope to Campbell. Can we be creative from here, says Derek Ray. The answer is yes, but McMullen's header won't find the back of the net. For once, we're having a shot, and it hasn't ended up in the back of the net at the beginning of this game. Oh, it was very close. Oh, it's excellent football from Salford City, and they have themselves one back. Asante slamming that into the top corner. Good link-up play with Tom Elliott up top, holding up, laying it back, bringing other players into play. That was very well done indeed by Salford City. They have themselves a hand back in the game, or a foothold back in the game, but I'm not sure how much more they're going to be able to build on that before we potentially score another goal and get that 3-goal advantage back again. Hell of a goal-scoring start to today's episode, though, isn't it? 4 goals so far, and it could have been 5 if McMullen's header had gone in. We might yet see more, but it won't be from this move because ball's offside. Elliott. Nice tackle by Jenkins. We'll spread that wide right. Oh, keep that in, please, Pope. Well done. Right, here we go. We've got an overload of players, and I'll look for the man at the back post. It's Tudor! How is that for technique? Damian Tudor, the confirmed Mario Mandzukic's regen, our first that we're aware of, proper, full, real-life regen in the save. And he was on his own at the back post there. The number 6 just couldn't keep up with the move, but the technique on the finish. Oh, tasty! 4-1. Not even half-time yet. Toure brings that down well. Now I'm in a bit of a conundrum. Do I close the man, or do I close or mark the man in the middle? Well, in the end, I did neither, but still, we've somehow managed to... Oh, how is that for defensive dedication? Oh, how's that for a defensive mistake? Players putting themselves on the line and throwing bodies between them and the goal. It's 4-1 at half-time, but this has been a pretty ridiculous first half. I'll be honest, probably the most end-to-end action-filled first half of a game we've had in the save so far. 5 goals. Could have been 2 or 3 goals more at either end. Oof. Need to take a breather. I need this 15-minute break at half-time. I actually take a real-life 15-minute break and calm down a bit. Well, McMullen needs to have a break and come off, I think, sooner rather than later. He's not really doing too well stamina-wise, is he? Yikes. I could put Pumphrey into midfield, to be fair, and bring Clark on. That's what I'll do. Put Pumphrey there, we'll bring Clark on in there, and I'll move Pumphrey to a CDM, and hopefully, that'll mean that... I don't know why my brain completely failed to say the word hopefully there. Hopefully we'll be able to register him as a CDM. And you'll get a bit of a boost. There you go. Lovely. Dealt with. Right, second half. Free kick for Salford. It's a long way out, 29 yards, but it looks like Toure's going to go for goal. Well, Toure did, just not the Toure I thought it was going to be. It was the second of the two Ray that took it up high, very high, and well, it barely even came back into camera frame. It did dip and drop like a stone, but not quickly enough. This is a game of 2 halves, really. One where all of the goals came, and one where nothing happened. Get to that. Oh, get flattened by that. Asante, Andrade, Clark, Wilson. Maybe one more hurrah for them. Something to send the fans back with at least half a smile on the face. I suppose losing 4-2 is much better than losing 4-1, I suppose. A battering is a battering. Apparently Campbell has just nutmegged himself by running past the ball there, but it won't be 4-2, at least not from open play, at least, because the defender got in the way of that. From the corner, perhaps, for 4-2, and a little bit more confidence to take from this game for Salford. No, Jenkins brings that down. That'll be victory for us. Everything happening in the opening 35 minutes with regards actual goals. Bit of goalmouth action in the second half. More for Salford than us, though. In fact, I think almost entirely for Salford than us, but they couldn't put the ball in the back of the net, whereas we did multiple times in that first half, and thrills with the 3 points. Thank you very much for the 4-1 win. Where does that put us in the league? Up into 4th, and a point outside those top 3 automatic promotion paying positions. And of course, as you can see from the map, the calendar there, up next is 3rd placed Rochdale. win that, and we definitely will be in the top 3 automatic promotion paying positions come the next match day against Harrogate. 3rd versus 4th then. Proper promotion battle, this one. And back to McMullen. And Mulholland and Salem. We start this one as readily and as rapidly as we did the last. Trying to pick apart this Rochdale backline, but evidently their defensive positioning is a little bit better. But they still can't keep us at bay. McMullen from central midfield back to full fitness for this one. And on the score sheet, nearly got a goal with his head in the last one against Salford. Does get one with his left foot here against Rochdale. You can see how much more solid they were, Rochdale, there in the way that I built that move up. But it still took a moment of great dribbling ability from Mark McMullen to fire us 1-0 in front. I don't think this one's going to be quite so straightforward as the Salford game, but we've given ourselves a great start nonetheless. Lund to McNulty. That's a great ball out, looking for Sparks on the left, and it'll find him an early delivery. Jenkins hesitated when going for that. McNulty wins the header, but we will clear it away. Had me slightly worried there, and the pass out wasn't the best. And now Ryan could try and work something again for Rochdale. Humphreys has the support of Beasley, who quite easily and comfortably holds off the attentions of one defender. The first shot is saved. The second shot comes in and goes in from Ryan. Nicely tucked away in the bottom corner. Brilliant first save from DaCosta from this one. Squirms away to the man McNulty, who just lays it across, and Ryan just pulls it back across. The only thing he could do there really is either smash it near post or try and be precise across goal. He's gone for precision, and he's nailed it. Rochdale a level. Beasley into Ryan. Oh, that's a lovely through ball. I was waiting for the ball out wide left. It played through Humphreys. Thankfully, he's not the fastest. And Beasley's shot isn't the most accurate either. Rochdale with a glorious opportunity to try and make that 2-1. Fancy flick. He just didn't have the pace to get away, Humphreys. If he did, I wasn't going to catch him. And that would have been 2-1 Rochdale for sure. Similar to a goal scored against us by Mansfield last season, where the man went just clean through in behind. On that occasion, I tried to play an offside trap. On this occasion, they just broke the defensive line. And not really building that well since our first goal, and have certainly been doing a lot of defending. Hopefully, we can hold on here till half-time and then rebuild. And if they continue to actually be offside, then that'd help. Back to Ryan again. And Lund, that's a ping. Found well there, Sparks. Just stopped dead as I expected him to try and continue the run down the line. Ryan, their goal scorer, has options here. One of which is to give it straight to Campbell, which I'm very thankful for. And look at Lucas Ball. He's on the run. The man that you guys are absolutely adamant has to stay at the club, along with our 2 strikers. Probably most of the squad, to be honest. Can't find the ball that gives us a lead. Delivered a couple of very, very good balls in the first game, though. Unfortunately, that corner is cleared away, but we'll have another opportunity. Actually, I'll just play this short to Jenkins. And then in there to Pope. Here is Pumphrey. Pumphrey looking for Campbell. Campbell to Pope. Tried once, failed. Tried a second time, found Salem, who's past the defender. Who gets back to put in an excellent block, but they've given it away again, Rochdale. And they might have caused themselves some problems here, and if they do end up going 2-1 down before the end of the half, they'll only have themselves to blame. But the rest of the defence has stepped up and saved their teammates' blushes. Excuse me. No, please. He's blown for half-time when they're on the counter-attack like that. Oh, referee, tell me how much I owe you, because you've certainly saved me there. Humphreys around the corner to Ryan. Rochdale have been dangerous all game long and continue to be here. Trying not to dangle any legs. And does end up on the floor there, but it was a legitimate challenge. Quickly out of fit there. And go on, Lucas. Oh, my Lord. Tudor, you've asked a bit much of him there. I know he's quick. And he has kept it in. Oh, my God. Lucas Ball, how on earth has he done that? McMullen. Trying to shake off the attentions of the defender. And Salem. I don't quite know how Lucas Ball has kept that in play there. Salem. That was more of a dodgy first touch from Tudor. But Tudor with a second effort in Swansea. Well, that was a chance I didn't think I'd get. Why Tudor put so much on the pass, I'm not sure. Because I certainly didn't intend to. Whip this to the near post. Try and flick it on, but it didn't quite work. Ball offside, unfortunately. Well, we could have gone 2-1 up at the beginning of the second half, but we haven't. Off the bench for Rochdale, trying to win them the game here away from home. Keohane into the middle to Grant. Humphreys. Grant again. Ryan, Newby, I see the man over. They played the 1-2 and in the end, the shot is tame. They won't get a better chance, Rochdale, in the final 10 minutes. That was their opportunity to win this fixture and they have passed it up. And could it be even more costly if we go up the other end and score a second ourselves? Tudor, Harman-Zukic's Regen. Thought lost possession. Somehow managed to squeeze that to Pope. Any goal now would be a winning goal, you'd feel. It's a poor pass looking for Salem. And I think a point apiece might just be what both sides settle for here. A proper promotion battle. Neither side willing to budge for the other. And we'll stay as we were at the top of the table. Unless Salem scored with the last kick of last season to ensure a much better league position for us at the end of the year. And I'll poke that around the corner here for McMullen. It's a good save by Lynch to ensure that we don't have a better league position than Rochdale come the end of this game. Oh, that was the chance for me as well. On the overlap, round the outside. But a good stop by the keeper. And Rochdale deal with it. And that'll be game. Difficult fixture that we'll be happy to take a point from. We will have easier games that we don't get anything from at all, so we'll take that point and be happy with it. Probably not going to work our way into the top 3 with that, as you presume the others will have won. Indeed they did, and have extended their gap at the top over us, but still in 5th, 2 points inside the playoffs, 2 points off 2nd, 3 points off top, Northampton having come down and now top of the table and leading the way. Harrogate next, and then after that we've 2 more as well, I believe. I think it's 3 more games for the month. It is. Harrogate away, Leyton Orient at home, Stevenage away. We will... Stevenage is 7th, so I think that'll be the one that we play. How's the starting line? Oh, they look alright, actually, stamina-wise. So we'll sim Harrogate, we'll sim the next one as well, and we'll play the game against Stevenage at the end of the month. It's a 1-0 defeat to Harrogate. Unexpected, to be honest. Hoped for better. With our full-strength starting 11 out. That was quite poor, unfortunately. Right, I'll just go and sort my training out on the way to the next match, and then I'll see you in the next one. Right, then Leyton Orient coming up now. We're at home against them. They're 16th in the league. This one, you'd like to think would be straightforward, but I would have thought that about the last one. It's only a 1-1 draw here as well. Mulholland with the goal. Johnson gave them an early 1-0 lead. We had all of the play, all of the ball, all of the chances, but couldn't get ourselves victory. So we're still 7th and within the playoffs as we stand. But to be fair, top of the table, Northampton have fallen away a little bit as well. So nobody really running away with it so far. And the fact that there are 3 automatic promotion spots really keeps us in the hunt and will do so for the entire season, you'd like to think. Right then, Stevenage have also had a little bit of a wobble in form. They find themselves in 11th now. A win could see us into those top 3 positions if results go our way, but we have to win ours first. Allo getting his first start for me in a played game today. Roop dropped for poor stamina in the opening couple of games. He's our only international player though, that's the problem. He keeps disappearing away for international football and we don't get the chance to use him as often as everybody else. First chance comes and goes there. It was a bit of a half chance. Perhaps could have looked for the extra pass but didn't. We have, statistically, the best attack in the league. Unfortunately, we blow a bit hot and cold, and our goals tend to come in splurges. Oh, that was poor, Ches. That was really poor, Ches. Thankfully, DaCosta's pulled me out there. We tend to score in splurges. You saw we got a 1-1 draw against Rochdale, a 1-1 draw in the Sims game against Orient, and a 1-0 defeat against Harrogate. But we scored 4 in the first game. So, when we're scoring enough goals, just not in enough games. It's great to win games 4-1, 5-0, but I'd rather win all my games by scoring 2 and guaranteeing that we get the victory rather than scoring 4 or 5 in a couple of games and then drawing or losing in the others. I'd rather score more regularly in multiple games than just get them all in the one game. Tudor with a left-footed strike. Oh, come on, boys, please. We are... Say, have the best attack. So we are always going to be dangerous, but I want to be more dangerous in every game, not just some games, scoring lots of goals. We're looking dangerous here on the edge of their box, but I just can't seem to get a clean shot away without a bloody defender's foot in the way. Still 0-0 after 20 minutes. I'll have that, thank you. Mulholland does well. Poke it forward to Pope, and on the counter we go. Tudor and Salem with me. Pope not quite as fast as I might like him to be on the wing yet. That was not meant for Tudor, but he's shown good strength to hold off the defender. And Allo could go again. Salem could poke this through here, looking for Pope, but Coker cuts it out. Not quite found that attacking, flowing groove yet in this game. We're getting there. The chances are nearly coming. The goal is on its way, surely, if we keep playing the way that we have done, but it's not with me yet. Go on, Tudor. Keep that run going. I'll ask you to make the run. Salem over the top. Damian Tudor in behind. It's a great first touch. And then that was always going to happen afterwards. The goal has come! The lead is here. Let's not relinquish it. 1-0 Barrow. Tudor continues his hunt for that golden boot. Finds Carter. I kind of flew into the tackle there with Roop, and I shouldn't have done that. Norris. Smith. Da Costa proving to be worth his weight in gold so far this season. Really pleased that we found such a talent for our defence. And who knows, we might have been lower in the league if it weren't for him. At this particular moment in time, I just couldn't tell whether the ball was onside or not. Salem to Tudor. The old combination again. Tudor seems to be the man that's scoring most of the goals, and Salem seems to be the man that's setting him up most of the time as well. A 2-goal advantage. Now we'll shut up shop and get the win, shall we? Osborne played in. Oh, it's a good header, you know. And a sweet finish from Bancroft too. Don't write Stevenage out of this yet. From not much down the left-hand side of my defence, just one ball. I mean, the header is outrageous, really, to get that much power on it and distance, but such is the strength of the assist and the finish that Stevenage have themselves a really good goal. So much for my shutting up shop, eh? Very next highlight, I've conceded a bloody goal. Bancroft into the middle to Smith. And a good block. Jenkins looking to sweep away. After the first half, I've gone play Salem through. Salem, trying to go from provider to goal scorer. Tudor and he trying to switch roles, but it didn't work. After that first half against Salford, I was thinking to myself, maybe this season might be pretty straightforward. And we might hit that level where you're kind of too good for the league you're in and are just waiting for that promotion to become the norm, or to become the assumed end product of a league season. But the next couple of games have shown me that it's not necessarily going to be that straightforward. But if we can play as well as we did in the first half against Salford and in this game against Stevenage, then we should be good for that promotion. But evidently Stevenage scoring that goal at the end of the first half showed that we weren't necessarily going to run away with this one. And Rochdale, our promotion rivals, showed that we're not going to run away with anything this year, let alone on an individual game basis. We're not going to run away with any sort of promotion or league title this season either. And then those simmed games against Harrogate and Leyton Orient have proved that even though we do have one of the best squads in the division, it's still not a team that is going to destroy everybody. So it's still going to be a tough ask to get this promotion this season. It's always a tough ask to get promotion out of the lower leagues in England because they're so tight. The competition is so fierce in League 2 and 1 and the Championship that any side can beat any side on any given day. But, no, I've tried to go one pass too many. I thought for a minute we were about to replicate the 4-1 scoreline from the Salford game with one more pass there. Newton out wide to Osborne. We might actually end up at 3-2. And we have, with a redonkulous strike from Norris. Whoa! That could have been dangerous. Could have lost one of the boys. The ball in the top corner. The football. Not the testicle. The throw. With not long left to go. And a slim lead that I'm not that confident of holding. But now I am confident of getting the win. Salem on the score sheet. Been getting just as many assists as goals, it seems, this season. but he's not keen on letting Tudor run away with that golden boot. He wants to fight for it himself, and he will do. Samer Salem with his 8th goal of the League 2 season. We score 4 for the second played game, for the second time this month, and we will get 3 points. Ball. Allo. We could still get that 5th. Salem. Go on then. Mulholland. Ah, terrible pass. For all of his assists, he still has an absolutely woeful pass in the locker, Salem. Nice dinked ball by List into Newton. Oh, he's gotten away from me. Lovely footwork. Elliot List. Newton, good block at the back. Just because we've scored 4 doesn't mean we're going to get the win. Stevenage is still fighting to make this more of a battle at the end. Good football, good turn, good pass again, good finish. It's 4-3. We need 4 goals. All of our improvements at the back, and we still are conceding too many. I needed that 4th. League 2 equals goals. My defending equals goals. Thankfully, my attacking does as well. Still, the best forward line in the league, and we're needing that tag to ensure that we challenge for promotion here, because defensively, I'm still not good enough. But 4-3 will be the scoreline here, away from home at the Lamex. We have ourselves 3 points, and I guess at the end of the day, this early on in the season, with the league as tight as it is, just getting the points on the board is the most important thing. Let's get ourselves into those top 3 positions if we can. At the very least, stay in the top 7. We're on 19 points in 7th. 3 points from Port Vale in 11th, but 3 points from 3rd place and that automatic promotion spot as well. Colchester and Rochdale not necessarily pulling away, but looking like 2 of the strongest sides in the division right now. We've only lost 2 games, to be fair, but unfortunately, we still haven't got enough wins in the tally to see us higher up in the league. Tomorrow, we've actually a very busy month. 6 games all told in the league. 7 total if you include that cup game. That won't be an FA Cup game, though, will it, in October? Or is it? I'm not sure. It might be. But surely FA Cup game would come at the weekend. Oh, it's the bloody Papa John's Trophy. Blech. Get out. Right, let's see if there are any worldies in some Youth Scout reports at the end of the month before we end today's episode. Remember earlier on when I was saying Roop was our only international in the squad? No longer. Rodri Pumphrey called up by Wales for a week at the beginning of October. Frustrating because we'll miss him, but pleased for him. He's earned that. In France, nothing, unfortunately. In England, nothing there, and certainly nothing there either. Deary me. And in the Netherlands, Rick Koch, unfortunately not looking like he's going to be any good, nor Rick Verbeek. Lucas Gerritsen, 200 grand is just too low at this early stage, even at 15 years of age. Okay, nothing yet. I did say that I was looking for kind of $1 million or above, and you guys have asked me to kind of, depending on age, maybe aim a little bit lower, £600,000 or so if they're kind of 15, and I'll consider that certainly, but there was nobody there that was of any real note whatsoever. Grimsby at home. I'll tell you what, let me just sim this at the end of this episode, seeing as we're here now, just to give us a less busy video for tomorrow. Give us a win. I don't understand why in Sims we're not as strong. We have a very good side. Grimsby are 20th in the league. I mean, they've had 1 shot and scored it, and we've not been able to put the ball in the back of the net. In simulated games, it's not quite going the way that you would expect it to, as often as it perhaps should, which is frustrating, I have to be honest. Keep working on your game, Mr. McMullen. You'll be in the starting lineup for the next game. Rotato will have a go there. Don has completed his defensive centre-back training, and, well, it's going to take him 3 years to do anything else, so I think that's where we'll leave him for now. And why not? Let's just continue to see. We'll give Rotato a go in this next one against Harrogate in the Cup, and we lose that by 2-0. Don't care about that trophy, you guys know that, but I'm slightly frustrated that the Sims aren't going as well for us, because they should be better. They should be better, but 4th place Northampton certainly will offer us a massive test at the beginning of tomorrow's episode. So it's going to be particularly difficult to get anything from this, especially without Pumphrey now that he's on international duty with Wales. Yikes. But that will draw us to a close for today's episode. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Do drop the video a like, as I say, to ensure that we keep up the progression of the save. I hope you guys continue to enjoy. If you are enjoying and you're not subscribed, then hit that sub button. And hopefully I'll see you back here tomorrow, where we should, fingers crossed, get ourselves back in those top 7 promotion potential places. I'll see you tomorrow.